Tyler, why are you just laying around?
Just looking for a little inspiration, I guess.
Well, lucky for you, there's a new wellness segment on Education Today.
Education
Today starts now.
Welcome to Education Today. I'm Ashton Farah from Ford City High School. Tonight you're going to see highlights from a truly amazing event, the kickoff of Healthy Armstrong and the We Can effort. What's that? It's a huge initiative designed to raise awareness about the importance of health and wellness. It all took place Thursday, September 27th at West Hills Intermediate School. You will see Melissa McGowan speaking on behalf of the National Institutes for Health. She presented the county commissioners with the first We Can county sign. Get up and stretch it out as West Hills teacher Brad Bowers gives his fitness intro. You will see a midget cheerleader cheer, various officials speaking, and Jennifer Ray and her family will speak about how they've changed their lives with regards to wellness. Let's take a look.
Feet together, arms out front, 10 deep knee bends and begin. Alright, let's do 15 West Hills jumping jacks. Begin. Keep jogging back there. Get those knees up. Faculty members, you also can start jogging. All right, now 30 seconds running in place. Get those knees up high and go. Next week is our kickoff. We're going to have 4th grade coming on Monday, 5th grade's coming on Tuesday, and 6th grade is coming on Wednesday. And that is going to be our kickoff. We're going to get everybody signed up, and October 10th will be our first after-school kickoff night. So we're excited. We hope we get a lot of people signed up. The kids are excited, the faculty's excited, and I think we're ready to go. Okay, let's get this party started. Patty Shiring, first speaker. Everybody give Patty a nice hand.
welcome the teachers and administrators of West Hills Intermediate, the Armstrong School District Administration, our legislative representatives, the Healthy Armstrong Steering Committee, speakers, invited guests, and the media. But I especially want to welcome the students of West Hills, because you guys are the reason we're here, so give yourselves a hand, okay? This group is here to help you learn healthy eating and active lifestyles. We're also honored to have as our special guest the National Institutes of Health representative, Melissa McGowan. Without further ado, let me introduce Dr. Harold Altman, ACMH Hospital Vice President of Medical Affairs.
I asked Mr. Bowers if the first two rows that came in and had to run for 15 minutes rather than 15 seconds like the last row were being punished, or whether it was because you guys are in better shape. He assured me it's because you're in better shape. Good morning. This will be a challenge today because we obviously have two audiences to speak to. So there are times when the kids' eyes are going to roll, and probably a time when the adults' eyes will roll as well. We will apologize to you in advance. My role today is to give you a little bit of an overview and a history of how we've all come together today, and also to serve as the moderator so that I can introduce some of the key people who've been involved in our attempts to promote wellness in the county. The story really is about a community who has identified a problem and has been able to put the key stakeholders together and have those stakeholders take a look at a common vision and goal, ignoring our personal agenda and our differences. And I think we don't have any special expertise. We don't claim to have any special expertise, but what we do have is a passion. And it's a passion to promote wellness not only for our children, but also for all the residents of the county. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about the story about how we all came together. And when I'm finished, then we'll give each member of our team a chance to talk a little bit about their institution's involvement. 3 years ago, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania helped to define a problem that we didn't fully understand. The Commonwealth mandated that school districts start to measure body mass indices, or BMIs, to record them and to communicate the results of BMIs to the parents, the children in the school district. The school nurses, understandably, were concerned about how we could do that in a sensitive manner. And so I was asked to come and brainstorm a little bit with them about what we might be able to do. In the collection of that data, we were astounded to find out what I'm going to tell you now. And that is that 3 years ago, when our kindergarten kids were coming in to begin school, their BMIs were actually below the national average. By the time they reached the 5th and 6th grade, we were well above the national average, and a full 40% of our 5th and 6th graders were either at risk or actually overweight. We were staggered to discover that, and at the same time, as we thought about it, realized that for a change, Armstrong County maybe had an advantage over our neighbors, and particularly Pittsburgh. And that advantage was that we had three key local stakeholders that touched the lives of almost every child in the center part of our county. The school district, with its 7 elementary schools and multiple middle and high schools, service about 75% of the population of the county. We have a single hospital, the Armstrong Center for Medicine and Health Hospital. And we have one large pediatric group who services about 75% of the kids as well. So we reasoned that with that small group of stakeholders, that we would at least attempt to try to put together a group and try to think a little bit about prevention. Coincident with all of that, we first started to hear on a national forum how dangerous our weight problem was becoming in this country. The issues of diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease and certain kinds of cancer are escalating so rapidly that we are in the risk of having Medicare go bankrupt within a generation if we don't do something. Also staggering is the fact that unless we do something for these kids, that their life expectancy for the first time in recent history will be less than their parents' generation. So the problem was defined, and it obviously was immediate. So we went to work in trying to put together a coalition. Coalition we named HEAL, H-E-A-L, standing for Healthy Eating and Active Lifestyles. It consisted of those three major stakeholders that I mentioned to you, and we quickly found that most things in life, you can have great ideas, but if you don't have funding, they don't go anywhere. So we started to try to find some organizations that would help us with money. We contacted just about everyone that we knew, and our friends from the UPMC Health Plan stepped up to the plate in full stride, and a year ago gave us $50,000 to jumpstart our efforts. In addition, the foundation associated with the hospital has been a contributor. The American Academy of Pediatrics, as you'll learn from Dr. Bott, has been a contributor, and the Armstrong County Community Foundation has also been a partner in all of this. We began to meet on a monthly basis, those three stakeholders, and our group eventually broadened, and we brought in other recreational interests, other business interests, parents, and we have basically a monthly breakfast club at the school district where we sit and talk about plans on how we can attack this problem. The school district has already begun by changing the choices of cafeteria food and snack foods to healthier ones. We had realized that we needed some sort of a curriculum to try to help us teach not only kids but also families. And the National Institute of Health has a beautiful program that is very inexpensive called WeCan, that I'm sure we'll hear about later. We've been able to adopt that, and the school district has been very generous in incorporating that into their health curriculum. Dr. Bott, our representative pediatrician, has been instrumental in creating a model at Elderton, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about that model. That was the project that was sponsored by the American Academy of Pediatrics. We've learned tremendous lessons from that we think we can apply to the district as a whole. And as Mr. Bowers alluded, in addition to the school activities, we are about to embark on an after-school program that we hope will draw families in, engage the families through the child, because I think everybody understands that weight issues are not individual child problems, they are family unit problems, and we hope through the WeCan curriculum that we can teach families how to live more healthy. With all of this as a background, we recently redefined our role by renaming ourselves, and instead of HEAL, we are now Healthy Armstrong, and the TH added on to the HEAL stands for Together Helping Youth. We hope a positive statement that identifies our unity and our commitment to try to make this work. And we hope that if we're successful, more successful than we've been already, that it will be a model for other communities. and the other communities can hopefully put together a coalition like we have, and it will spread nationally, and we will be on our way to solving this problem. With that as a backdrop and background, we're going to introduce the key stakeholders. The first is Dr. James Gagini, who is the Superintendent of Elementary Education and Pupil Services.
Actually, I'm the assistant superintendent, but, you know, I'll take it. I just want to welcome everyone here. It's really nice to have to see just the synergy that's been created over the last 3 years. We started out with very humble beginnings, and Dr. Blatt, who's going to be up here a little bit later, and Ms. Kioski, one of our building administrators, started a pilot program at Elderton, and it just really has taken off, and we've seen, you know, the stakeholders increase, as Dr. Altman had indicated. We have UPMC. We've been involved at the district level in participating with UPMC to gather baseline data to see the effect of the We Can curriculum and how we are changing students' attitudes. We'll again do a follow-up survey this spring and then be able to measure the effectiveness. I just want to tell everybody that you know, we're fortunate we're here at West Hills today. But in all of our elementary schools across the district, at Dayton, Elderton, Catania Township, Lenape, Shannock Valley, and West Hills Intermediate and Primary, every morning we start our day off with exercise. And it just has been a lot to jumpstart kids. And not all of our schools are fortunate to have such a vibrant personality as Mr. Bauer lead those exercises. But you know, it's just really good to get our kids starting off on a very positive note and engaged in exercise. Dr. Altman did a very good job of explaining it. All of our elementary schools in the Armstrong School District, through the direction of Ms. Luann Fee, our food service coordinator, are in compliance with the PDE guidelines, nutritional guidelines. We've worked very hard to get that down to those levels. We've been working with implementing things, and so without any further ado, I just want to congratulate the students. I also want to call attention to our logo, and if you look at the center at the eye of the apple, with the apple eye there, it is our kids and our families, because this is truly not just a school issue. This is a community and a family issue, and we're really hoping now we're getting this kicked off, that we're doing evening activities to have the parents come in and engage with our students. So I just want to, again, welcome everyone here and thank you.
I'm used to talking to this crowd, not to this crowd. This is who I speak to every day, so, but I'll talk to you as well. So thanks, Doc. Thanks for the introduction. When I first started practicing here in Armstrong County about 7 years ago, I have to say that I was overwhelmed with the health problem the children were facing in this county. The amount of time that I have in my office for each child is not enough to address the health risks of and the therapy for childhood obesity. I know that my partners, the rest of my partners in my practice, feel the same way. This collaboration has made it easier for us to address this issue, and we know that it is making a difference. As Dr. Altman mentioned, a pilot program was initiated at Elderton Elementary with the financial assistance of the American Academy of Pediatrics through their CATCH program, Community Access to Child Health. Just like the rest of the schools in the district, West Hills and those that Dr. Regina mentioned, Elderton has in-school physical activities and extra nutritional education. Children walk around the hallways during the winter. The monthly fitness calendar challenges the children to keep up with physical activity at home. Newsletters are sent home to the parents, updating them on wellness initiatives and giving them healthy nutritional tips. The children at Elderton, or the teachers at Elderton, started an after-school program called the Little Bobcat Fitness Club. Children meet once a week and get extra physical activity and nutritional education. I'll let parents of some of the kids who attend the Little Bobcat Fitness Club, Jennifer Ray, she'll speak to you about that. This energy has spread even to the high school, and the high school has an after-school program where a drill sergeant puts students through physical fitness drills. Now, what does this mean to the health of the children in the community? I now have children in my practice asking for healthy snacks instead of junk food. The cross-country team at Elderton High School has doubled in the number of runners. One of my patients has continued with karate after the school year ended. Finally, it has been easier for me to speak to parents about their child's weight because of the Healthy Armstrong initiative. Let me end with a story that I've told at other presentations. I have a patient in my practice that I will call John, which of course is not his real name. John is a 15-year-old who was on his way to developing diabetes. In October of last year, his weight was 230 pounds and his body mass index was 32, which is classified as obese. His blood sugar was 107 and his insulin was 22, which is less than 14 is normal. His father had died of diabetic kidney problems. John did not exercise and he did not eat healthy. He was following his father's footsteps. Because of the publicity that Healthy Armstrong has received, when I spoke to John and his mother, they embraced my advice with a passion. Now John eats healthy and he jogs. As of June of this year, John's weight is 158 pounds and his BMI is a normal 23. His blood sugar was 87 and his insulin was a healthy 4. With the expansion of the program throughout the entire school district, the future of the children in Armstrong County looks bright, as does John's future. I look forward to working with the school district and Healthy Armstrong for the rest of the year. I want to introduce Jennifer Ray, who's going to talk to you about the Little Bobcat Fitness Class. Thank you.
My name's Jennifer, and I don't have a fancy title after it right now because right now my focus is I'm a mom. I have 2 children that go to Elderton Elementary, and as you've heard, they did their after-school program called Little Bobcats. And I understand that you guys are going to be getting it like in a few weeks. You're going to be able to stay after school. And I really want to encourage you to give it a try, even if you're thinking, yeah. Give it a try. My kids came home, my little boy was a kindergartner, and he came home and he would look at his plate and he would say, okay, where's my protein? And we'd identify which one of those was his protein. He learned the 5 food groups as a kindergartner, and if he can do that, I'm sure you guys can. It really made a difference. They wanted to focus on the 5 fruits and vegetables. And so when we would have a snack time, we would say, well, did we get our 5 fruits and vegetables in for the day? No? Okay, well, what should we have then? And they knew these things because there were IUP students that would come out and they would come to the Little Bobcats and they would teach the kids all about eating healthy and the food groups, the food pyramid, all those kinds of things. How many of you guys out here know what the food pyramid is? How many of you guys out here eat 5 fruits and vegetables every day? Yeah. So those are the kinds of things, and it doesn't mean that you have to start eating things you don't like. And that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about the Little Bobcats program. They encouraged you to try something new, but they also maybe gave you some ideas of eating things in different ways that you might not have thought of before. How to make food fun. And I heard, or I saw when Mr. Lewis asked you if you would exercise if it was fun, and pretty much every hand went up. And that was one of the other things that they did at the Little Bobcats. They showed the kids lots of different ways. Some of them knew that they hadn't tried before to stay active and to stay healthy. They showed them some karate. How many of you guys have ever taken a karate course? Some of you. My kids had a blast with it. They had some students come out and teach them soccer and basketball. As Dr. Bott mentioned, you know when it's a rainy, miserable day and they won't let you go outside and play and you kind of sit around in your classroom? Well, they started having them walk the halls. And so they could visit with their friends, and they had a kind of a square corridor, and they just walk and talk and walk and talk and walk and talk, and they loved it. Instead of just sitting at your desk waiting for the bell to ring and go back to your class. So there's lots of ways that you can be active, that can be fun, and that's part of what these after-school programs that you're going to be having are going to do. They're going to encourage you, and they're going to show you lots of new ways that you might not have thought of before to stay active and to stay healthy. So I really want to encourage you to give it a try. And you all said you like having fun, right? Oh, that didn't sound like, do you think they like having fun? Now I believe it. So if you like having fun, come to the after-school program, give it a try, and see if you can stay active and stay healthy. Okay? Thanks.
What
one of the goals of the weekend program is to foster collaborations across community groups, just like a Healthy Armstrong. Healthy Armstrong really is, to the weekend program, a shining example of the collaboration between community groups who can come together and really improve the lives of children and families. When weekend was developed, we could not have envisioned a better collaboration. We couldn't have envisioned a better group of folks to come together and provide tools and implement the programs that will make the next generation a healthier generation. So given the tremendous efforts of Healthy Armstrong and Armstrong County in implementing weekend, and because of its continued commitment to these programs, it is my pleasure to be here today to announce that Armstrong County, Pennsylvania is the first in the nation to become a weekend county. Represents a special effort by NIH to work with communities across the country to mobilize resources to make sure that we're helping children and youth make healthier choices every day. So I believe that Patty Kirkpatrick, the chairwoman of the Armstrong County Commissioners, is here, and I'd like to ask her to come forward now while we unveil a sign. This is a sign dedicating Armstrong County as the first weekend county in the country. Congratulations.
Awesome! What a powerful message. I think it's safe to say that there's no going back. Wellness is here to stay. If you liked what you saw, well, there's a very good chance a repeat of this show will be on tomorrow at the same time, same channel. And please, the next time you're surfing the internet, use a search engine and type in the words "We Can" with an exclamation point. You will learn about the heart of this message with more helpful information for your family about physical activity and better eating. We Can stands for Ways to Enhance Children's Activity and Nutrition. That's our show for today, but I'd like to thank the students from Fort City High School, led by Mrs. Keller. They were our film crew today. Please join us again next week for another look at Armstrong School District. Visit our website for updated information about the district and have a great week.